Up next, it's that time of year, coming up quickly on fall, and I'm going to do my top 5 favorite fall fragrances. A little alliteration there. Coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to JoelTheNose. Thank you guys, as always, for watching and for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, I would say please consider doing so now so that you can get more content from my channel delivered to you on a regular basis. All right, let's get right into this. It is almost fall. Some of you here in the United States, in the Northern Hemisphere, and other countries, it's already turning a little bit cool. Here in Miami, it's basically hotter than you know what. Today's temperature was 90 degrees, feels like 100 degrees. So we're still in the thick of summer, but that doesn't matter. I'm not anticipating fall. We actually have a nice breeze coming through, a hot breeze, but it still feels a little bit better than nothing. And I'm already getting in that mood. I'm starting to see decorations, fall decorations. And having said all that, it got me in the mindset for doing this video. Now let's get into this. Top 5, I'm gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming at number 5, one of the newest fragrances in my collection. If you've seen any videos from me lately, you've seen me talk about this from Fragrance Du Bois. This is London Spice. Oh boy, this one is a great transitional fragrance. What do I mean by that? It is good for summer going into fall perfectly because it's got a fresh tartness from a spicy mint and lemon opening, which keeps it fresh. So perfect for right now, again, where it's still warm, but you want to feel a little more fall-like because when it dries down into the base, it has a nice woody cedar. Look at the juice, look at the bottle. I like looking at the back there. With a kind of spicy nutmeg and cardamom. Nutmeg to me is such a fall smell. Nutmeg in coffee or whatever it's during Christmas time. Of course, that's more winter, but it reminds me of kind of like a warm latte with maybe a pumpkin smell. So London Spice, love it. Fresh, zesty, woody, great combination. Perfect now going into the transition from summer to fall. Coming in number 4 from, those of you know, one of my favorite indie artisanal house, definitely by far, Therapia by Aroma. This is Oud Fumey. Oud Fumey, one of the first fragrances I ever picked up about 1.5 years ago from Irene, the perfumer from Grasse, France, or trained in Grasse, France. She's from Paris. She's been in Miami for about 10 years, has her own shops here. You can buy her stuff online. I've linked it a million times. I'll put the link. Oud Fumey, for those of you who really like oud and you want that kind of smoky sexiness, I think this has got labdamen to give it that extra kind of smoky flavor, probably some olibanum, some incense. But that oud, and it's not overpowering oud. She uses such a well-blended oud that is just going to strike a perfect fall feeling for you. That's not going to make you not going to give you that stinky oud. For those of you who are a little bit nervous, this is more of a smoky, sexy fall time oud. Oud Fumey, like the name says, it's on fire. It's on smoke. Try it out from Therapia by Aroma. All right, number 3 from Majda Bakali. This is, can you tell? Monnom Rouge. This is, it's such a dry, this reminds me of almost lighting a fire during the cold nights. Maybe it's getting a little bit cold where you're at in the fall or deeper into fall, and you want to put something on that's got a very good woody smell, beautiful cedar, but it's got some cinnamon, which spices it up again. Cinnamon, think about that for the fall time. Perfect note. It's fresh, it's aromatic, it's deep, it's sexy, it's woodsy, it's dry. It is fall. Monnom Rouge to me is as good as any when it comes to fall fragrances. It's fall in a bottle. All right, now we're going down to my top 2. Top 2, what are we gonna do here is from Histoire des Parfums, Cuidant. Oud Cuidant. Oud Cuidant, you can see it there. For those of you who have never tried this, this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Gotta be honest, not lying. I wear this all the time. This is I think traditionally a better fall to winter fragrance. It's better for the colder times of the year. But as I've said a million times, in Miami, where it's hot all year round, you have to be able to wear fragrances in every season. So seasons, I throw seasons out the door, but I get it. I get it, especially for those of you who live where the seasons do change 4 times a year. You need these type of videos. They're very helpful. This is a beautiful, for those of you who don't know, rose tobacco oud fragrance. To me, tobacco and rose and oud that combination is one of the best in all perfumery to me. When you add tobacco in, this delivers a smoky fall vacation. I picture myself sitting, watching the leaves change in a northern town, maybe in the Carolinas, maybe up north, New Hampshire, where the leaves are changing. Maybe you're sitting in the mountains in a cabin and you've got some tobacco burning. Maybe you're smoking a pipe. This fragrance totally symbolizes that. Love it all year round, especially love it for the fall and winter months. Oud Cuidant. That was number 2. All right, number 1. Let's see if anybody can guess it. I love when you guys guess, and I of course love it when you guys get it correctly. For those of you who watch my videos and know them so well and know me so well, can you guess what my number 1 fall fragrance? It's been in my fall fragrance videos before. It was one of the first niche fragrances I owned, probably about 4 years ago, when I started getting really heavily into niche, and that is, dun 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 dun, Cuidant. Cuidant from, of course, Perfumes de Marly. This is, to me, I'll be honest, I think it's one of the underrated fragrances from this house. The house gets, of course, a lot of hype because they produce a great juice with great bottles, with great caps that are like literally small, hear that? Small weapons. Gotta be careful, you could hurt somebody with this. But Cuidant, it doesn't get more not pumpkin, but fall smelling than this. It smells to me almost like an apple cinnamon tea, or maybe some people burning some leaves. It just hits all the right notes for fall. The beautiful bottle, of course. It's got this wonderful kind of spicy saffron opening, but also with some olibanum, which is also incense. So you get that kind of, again, incense to me, the smell of burning incense is more of a fall kind of winter smell. You add in some apple, some green apple, some rose, and then you dry down in this really creamy caramel myrrh fragrance with a touch of ambergris, which gives it a little bit of that sexiness. This is, in fact, I'm gonna spray it on my hand right. Oh, I love this. I mean, again, I wore this, by the way, 4 years ago when I went to Scent Explore in New York. And again, for those of you who don't know, Scent Explore, December 2nd and 3rd, coming up in New York City, back live and virtual, so you can do either one. I encourage you to go live if there's any way that you can to New York. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be on a panel. We're gonna be all hanging out, getting to know each other. I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of you who comes. I'll put the link down below so you can sign up. But I wore this fragrance to the very first Scent Explore. I remember it was cold. It was end of October. This year it's gonna be in December. It's gonna be really cold. But it was in the fall, right before Halloween. I just gotten this fragrance. I was wearing a suit, like a jacket, not a full suit, but a jacket, really dressed up to go to this event, and just put this on in it. I wore it all day in New York, walking around in the brisk cold weather and the wind and just the chill. And then at night, with this jacket on and dressed up, man, this is a great date fall fragrance. And it's my number 1 fall fragrance, I gotta say. Still is, always in my top 5, and remains my number 1 pick. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you found this useful. Let me know some of your favorite fall fragrances. These lists are always fun, of course. And of course, as I always say, it's subjective. Whatever works for you is what the top 5 is. These are just suggestions on what I like. Thanks again. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back soon with another video. Peace, love, and perfumes.